So today we will see how to prepare the statement of BRS. And we all know BRS implies bank reconciliation statement. So we'll first look into the question. We have certain working notes to be done. We will do that and then we'll prepare the statement. Right. So first see the question. The question is there on the screen. It's very clear there. So Hepzibah, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So see the question on the screen. From the following particulars, prepare bank reconciliation statement as at 31st December 2013. So first important thing to be noted when you're preparing a BRS is you should know the date when it is to be prepared. So currently for this question, he says the date is 31st December, right? Why do we need to know the date? Because only if date is given, we will check which book is recording the entry before the date and which book is recording it after the date. So here 31st December 2013 is given as the date. That means we are preparing the BRS on 31st December. So we have to check whether both the books have recorded the entry before this date or one of them has missed recording. See, if both of them have recorded before 31st December, then there would be no need of this BRS because both of them would show the same transactions then and same balances. But sometimes one book records it before the time, one book records it after the date. Then is the problem where the difference arises. So we need to be very, very particular with the date. So the date here is 31st December. Okay, now see the next transactions. The bank balance as per cash book on 31st December 2013 was 15,000. So in this question, he is giving us the balance as per cash book. He says bank balance as per cash book. And how many books do we have in BRS? Quickly tell me.
Cash book and
Cash book and passbook, ma'am.
Cash book and the passbook. We have only two books, cash book and passbook. So he will give you the balance as per one book. You have to find out the balance as per the other book. So now tell me in this question, which balance do we need to find out? Which balance do we need to find out in this question? What is he giving us?
passbook.
Yes, he is giving us the balance as per cash book. So we have to find out the balance as per the passbook, right? So our first item is given. The balance as per cash book 15,000 is given. Now see the transactions which are affecting our BRS. The first one says, the B bit says, checks issued but not cashed prior to 31st December 2013 amounted to rupees 2,000. So he says checks were issued but they were not cashed. So when we are issuing checks, which book will record the entry first?
Cash book.
Cash book will record the entry, correct. And with this entry, the cash book balance will increase or decrease?
Decrease, ma'am.
It will decrease because it is a payment, right? So the first transaction we have analyzed correctly. This is how we need to analyze all the transactions. So the first transaction, checks issued but not cashed prior to 31st December. So he says we have issued checks, but these checks were not cashed before 31st December. So if they were not cashed, it implies the banker has not recorded them in the passbook. Cash book has recorded, but passbook has not recorded. And because cash book has recorded, the cash book balance will be less because it is a payment, whereas the passbook balance will be more by 2,000 rupees. Right? Now we'll move ahead to the next transaction. Checks paid into bank but not cleared and credited before 31st December were for 2,800. Now Kiranmai will tell me this. Checks paid into bank but not cleared. What do you mean by this transaction? What does this transaction tell you, Kiranmai? What do you understand from this? Checks paid into bank but not cleared. Are you answering, Kiranmai? I'm waiting.
Yes, ma'am.
Quick, quick, be quick. I need to do the problem.
Ma'am, a passbook, ma'am.
What passbook I'm asking you? What does this transaction mean?
Checks parent, but ma'am, it is what do you say? Bounced, ma'am.
Okay, can Anita explain me what does this transaction mean? Checks paid into bank but not cleared. Yes, Anita?
Yeah, ma'am.
No. Asha?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Tell me what does this transaction mean? Explain me this transaction. It says checks paid into bank but not cleared. I'm not understanding the meaning of this transaction. I want to know the meaning.
Check paid into bank. It means it has been passed. Check has been paid into bank means it will record in passbook, but it is not clear in cash book.
Okay, sorry. Hepzibah, can you tell me the meaning of this transaction? Can you explain me? Yes, Hepzibah? Hepzibah can't hear me again, is it? Hepzibah, are you able to hear me? I guess she's not able to hear me. Okay, so I will explain. Listen carefully. It says checks paid into bank but not cleared and credited. So when we are paying checks into bank, when do we pay a check into bank? When we receive a check from someone, isn't it? So it means I have received a check from someone and I'm paying that check into the bank. So if I'm paying the check into the bank, the cash book will record the entry first. And he says those checks were not yet cleared and credited. That means passbook has not yet recorded this entry. So cash book has recorded, but passbook has not recorded. And because it is paying checks into bank, that is depositing checks into bank, it is a receipt. So cash book balance will be more and passbook balance will be less. Am I clear? Yes, did you all understand the meaning of this? Yes or no?
Ma'am, can you repeat once again?
It says checks paid into bank but not cleared and credited. So we have paid the checks into bank, and whenever we are paying the checks into bank, the cash book will record the entry. But the same checks were not cleared in the bank, so the banker has not recorded them. So the entry has been made in cash book but not in passbook. And because it is depositing checks in bank, it is a receipt, so cash book balance will be more and the passbook balance will be less. Now is it clear?
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, what is the meaning of cleared, ma'am?
Clear and credited. See, if I deposit a check into bank, will the banker give me the cash immediately? It takes some time, right? For the check to get cleared and credited, it takes 1 or 2 days. If I deposit a check into the bank, in a day or two, the amount gets credited to my account. That is called cleared and credited. The amount of the check should come to my account, right? It takes some time for the check amount to come to my account. And the banker will record this entry only when the amount comes into my account. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Now see the next transaction. A check for 1200 which was received from a customer was entered in the bank column of the cash book in December 2013, but the same was paid into bank in January 2014. So see this transaction now. It says we received a check for 1200 from a customer. We received it. It was entered in the bank column of the cash book. That means we have entered the check in the cash book. But this check we have deposited in bank only in January. And when are we preparing the BRS? We are doing it on 31st December. That means by 31st December, the banker has not recorded this transaction in the passbook. It is only recorded in cash book. And with the record of this transaction, the cash book balance will increase because it is checks deposited. Right? So the cash book has recorded, passbook has not recorded, and cash book balance will be more and passbook balance will be less. Now see the next transaction. Interest on investments collected by the bankers and credited in passbook but not recorded in cash book. So this transaction is clear. Which book has recorded and which book has not recorded here? Tell me in the
Cash book is recorded and passbook is not recorded.
See the transaction clearly, Kiranmai. Read it once again. What does it say? Interest on investments collected by the banker and credited in passbook but not recorded in cash book. So that means passbook has
Passbook
recorded
will be
this
more. Yes,
and
ma'am.
cash book has not recorded. So will passbook balance increase or decrease with this transaction?
Increase, ma'am.
It will increase because it is interest on investments and it is credited. Credit in passbook is receipts. Good. Now see the last one. Bank charges 20 rupees debited in passbook but not entered in cash book. So which book has recorded?
Passbook.
The
Passbook,
passbook
ma'am.
has recorded. And will the passbook balance increase or decrease?
Decrease, ma'am.
It will decrease because it is debited. Debit in passbook is your payments, right? So if you are able to analyze these transactions properly, then we can easily prepare the BRS statement. So first we need to do some working notes. So quickly draw your pro forma for the working notes. I will show you the pro forma how to do for a working notes. You will have to make a small table. I will show you how to do it. Just wait for a minute. Okay. So this is my working notes. Okay. And here I will write it as cash book. I'm writing CB for my cash book. I'm putting an oblique. I'm writing it as ODPB. What do you mean by this? Can anyone tell me what did I write here?
Cash book or passbook?
Cash book or
Overdraft
shall I
passbook.
write? Yes, cash book or overdraft as per passbook. Now, why did I club these two in the same column? Can anyone tell me? Because both of them will show the same debit balance. See, cash book means normal balance as per cash book. Normal balance of cash book is a debit balance. Overdraft as per passbook is also a debit balance. So I will club both of them in one column, and here I will write it as PB oblique ODCB. Now what does this mean?
Overdraft of cash book.
Yeah, so this means passbook or overdraft as per cash book. So we know normal balance as per passbook or OD balance as per cash book, both will show credit balance, right? So we will first club these two here. Now look at the question. What is given in the question? The cash book balance is given. So the first statement is the balance given. So whichever side balance is given, write the amount on that side. So for me, cash book balance is given. So I will write here as cash book balance. Right? Cash book balance is given and the amount given is 15,000. I should write it in the column which is given. Cash book is given, so I will write the amount in this column. And always remember, if cash book is given, what we will find out is the balance as per passbook. So now I'll do all my transactions in this column because I should get the balance according to this book, right? So I will start from here. This is the A bit. The cash book balance is given. This is my A bit, right? So leave it like that. Now I go to my B bit. Now I'll do all the transactions in the passbook balance because this balance I have to find out. So as you told me, see this. First transaction was checks issued but not cashed prior to 31st December. So as we discussed, when checks are issued, which book will record the entry first? The cash book will record it first, and the balance as per cash book will be less. And when we come to passbook balance will be more, and it will be more by rupees 2000. So we need to write the working notes like this. Okay? And cash book amount is given. We are finding out passbook, so I will write all details in the passbook column only. Now I go to the next transaction. That is CBIT. Checks paid into bank but not cleared and credited. Again, we said that cash book is recording this entry first. And if cash book is recording, the balance of cash book will be more. So automatically the balance of passbook will be less, and it will be less by rupees 2800. Right? I'll move to the next transaction. A check for 1200 which was received from a customer was entered in the bank column of the cash book, but the same was paid into bank in January. So again, as we discussed, this transaction also has been recorded in which book? Tell me which book is recorded in the transaction? Cash book or passbook? Quickly tell me the debit. Which book has recorded this transaction, this debit? What happened? No one is answering me.
Cash book, ma'am.
The cash book has recorded. Very good. And the cash book balance will increase. It will increase because it is a deposit. So passbook balance will be less, and the amount is given as 1200. So I've taken that. I move forward to the next transaction. Interest on investments collected by the banker and credited in passbook but not recorded in cash book. So
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, at last transaction you have said cash book will be increased and on debit side, no ma'am. Why we have wrote on passbook overdraft cash?
See here. What is the balance given to us in this question? Cash book balance is given, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
So we have to find out passbook balance. Yes
Yeah.
or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So we will write all the transactions with all the amounts in this column, in the passbook column. If we give you passbook balance, we have to find out cash book, then we will write everything in cash.
Means in the question, if they given the question as passbook amount, we need to write in the cash out bank.
Yes, yes.
If they give cash means we need to write in passbook.
Correct. And you have
Okay.
to analyze which book's balance will be more or less. That we need to do the analysis part. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Now see the EBIT. Interest on investments collected by the bankers and credited in passbook but not recorded in cash book. So which book is
Passbook,
recorded?
ma'am. Passbook.
Passbook has. So I'll write first in the passbook, and passbook balance will increase because it is a receipt, and it will increase by how much amount? 800 rupees. So because passbook is increasing, automatically my cash book will be less. So I wrote that. Now I'll move forward to the next transaction. The last one, bank charges 20 rupees debited in passbook, not entered in cash book. So this also passbook is recording it first.
Yes, ma'am.
The balance will be less by rupees 20, and automatically the cash book will be more.
Ma'am.
Yes. So my working notes part is done. See, this is how I need to do the working notes. Yes, tell me, Roy.
Ma'am, in the EBIT, they are given cash amount and the passbook they are said means we need to enter. Ma'am,
I didn't get you, Roy.
ma'am, in the EBIT, so they have directly said cash book is 800 and we need to enter in the passbook, no, ma'am.
See, he said amount is entered in passbook, not entered in cash book.
Yeah,
See the
ma'am.
EBIT. It says interest and investments collected and credited in passbook, not entered in cash book. So in the passbook it is entered. So whichever book records it first, go to that column. So I went to passbook column, and this will increase my balance. So I wrote more by 800 rupees. So cash book will be less.
Means in last minute you have said no, ma'am. Means which side they give we need to write in the opposite. But in EBIT, they have directly said that we need to deposit it in the passbook.
Roy, you're not getting me. See this working notes part. First transaction you should see. First transaction is balance as per cash book, right? So
Yes,
cash
ma'am.
book balance is given. So first transaction I will write in the column whichever is given. All other transactions, the amounts I will write in the column which I have to find out. So I have to find out passbook balance. So all the amounts I will write only in the passbook column. Because for me this column is important now.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. So this is my working notes part. So if you are able to do this working notes, 80% of your problem is solved. Now we need to prepare the BRS statement, right? So let us look into how to prepare the BRS statement. So this is my heading, and remember always date should be written. So now I'll write the date BRS as on, what is our date is 31st December 2013. Okay. So I've written the date for BRS. It is 31st December 2013. And this is the pro forma for BRS. You just need a long column for particulars and 2 columns for amounts. This is called as the inner amount column and this is the outer amount column. So only these 3 columns are needed and you need around 7 to 8 rows. How many ever transactions you have, those many rows you need. Okay. So quickly draw the pro forma, then I'll tell you how to write the BRS. Do I wait for a minute for you to draw the pro forma? Yes, if the pro formas are ready, I'll start. Do I start?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Completed.
Yes. So your heading is clear. This is the pro forma. So the first sentence we will write about whatever is the balance given to us. So see the question, the balance is given as, so just copy down the first sentence. Okay. Just write the first sentence in the first line. So we will write it here. It says bank balance as per cash book on 31st December and this amount should be written in the outer amount column. Okay, bank balance as per cash book is given on 31st December. I need not write the amount here. I am writing the amount in the outer amount column. Now what we have to do is after writing the first sentence, look at your working notes. Okay, in the working notes, this cash balance is given to us. Always remember this properly. Listen carefully. Cash balance is given to us. So that means we have to find out the balance as per passbook. So now this second column is very, very important to us. So wherever we have written more here, we will add those transactions. And wherever you have written less, we will deduct those transactions. Remember, look only in the passbook column. Forget about the cash book column now. This column we wrote only to find out about this column. So cash book balance is given. We have to find out passbook. So only look at the second column. Wherever we have written more, add those transactions. Wherever we have written less, deduct those transactions. So tell me how many transactions should we add in this problem?
2.
2 transactions will be adding, the B bit and the E bit. And how many will we be deducting?
3.
3, the C bit, the D bit and the F bit. Okay. And why am I writing B, C, D, E, F here? Because I want to know the transaction. If I don't write B bit, how will I know what is the B transaction? I have written B bit here so I can see in the problem what is my B transaction. Right. So now which are to be added. So first after writing the balance, I will put the heading here as add. And below this heading, I will note down all the transactions which are to be added. So first I am adding the transaction related to B bit. So see my B bit here, just copy down this transaction. So just copy down this transaction here. Okay, so I have copied it here and I will write the amount only in the inner amount column because I have 3 things to be added. So I will take all those 3 things in the inner column, add them, and then put it in the outer column. Okay. Now look at the next thing which is to be added after B. It is EBIT which is to be added. So I will go to the EBIT from the question. I will copy down this EBIT and I will put it here. Okay, so I'm writing this EBIT here and I will put the amount in the inner amount column. Do I have anything else which is to be added? Tell me.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
I don't have anything else. Only these 2 things have to be added, right? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So I will put the final amount in the outer column now for these 2 things. Right. So I'm bringing it to one page so that it's easy for you to understand. Okay. So I have these 2 things. Now I'll put the total of these 2 things in the outer column. So the total would be 2800. Correct? Yes. So now I have 15,000 on the top in the outer column. I have this 2800. Now I need to put the total of these 2 below. So the total of these 2 would be 17,800. So now 50% of my problem is done. I got one total. Now what I should do? I should take the other items which are to be deducted. So I will put the heading as less and I will start writing all the transactions which are to be deducted. So see here which items are to be deducted. I need to see my working notes. CBIT is to be deducted. Remember, we should look only in passbook column. Don't look in
B and F.
So we have to deduct CBIT, we have to deduct DBIT, and we have to deduct F. So I will go to my C transaction. C1 I will copy first and I will write it here. The CBIT in the less column. And whatever is the amount is 2800. I'll put it in the inner column. Now I have to copy my DBIT. So let me write the DBIT as it is. Okay. And I come here and paste it here. You will have to write down all this. I can copy paste. You cannot do it because you are doing it in the books. I'm doing it on a system. One more thing. What do I need to copy? After
F.
C and D bit, I also have the F1. So let me also copy the F bit. Okay. So I have taken my F bit also here. And I will write the amount in the inner amount column. Now I have taken all the things which have to be deducted. So now what I will do, I will add up, see all these 3 items have to be deducted. So I will take all these 3 items and I'll put the total in the outer column. So tell me the total of these 3 items. It is 2800 plus 1200 plus 20 rupees. So it gives me 4020 rupees. Now what is my next step? I have an amount here 17,800 which I got the total. From this 17,800 all this 4,020 should be deducted. So from 17,800 I have deducted 4,020. So I will get
12,780, ma'am.
30,780. So this is my final answer. Did I get a positive answer or a negative answer? Can anyone tell me?
Negative, ma'am.
I got a negative answer.
Positive,
17,800 minus 4,020. It is positive or negative?
Positive, ma'am.
It is a positive number. So if it is a positive, I started with balance as per cash book. So my answer would be normal balance as per passbook. This is my final answer. Okay. So this is how we need to do the BRS problems. Now
Ma'am, once can you explain once again, ma'am?
yeah, I'll explain once again. Just wait for a minute. So what we have done, first thing is we do the working notes. Okay. In the working notes, you take 2 columns. The first column is, see, we have 4 balances. Cash book, normal balance, cash book overdraft balance, passbook normal balance, passbook overdraft balance. And cash book's normal balance and overdraft as per passbook will show the same balance. So I'm clubbing both of them in one column. passbook normal balance and OD as per cash book will show the same balance. So I'm clubbing both of them in one. So in the working notes, first I write down whichever balance is given. So for me, this side balance is given. Cash book is given, so I note it down in the cash book column. And I need to do all transactions according to passbook column. So I will write everything in this column. So you should be particular which is given. Cash book is given, so find out passbook. If he gets passbook, then you will write the amount here and you will do all the transactions according to this column. Okay. So currently cash book balance is given. So whenever cash book is given, I know that my answer would be passbook balance. But my answer has two options. Either it can be a normal balance as per passbook or it can be an overdraft as per passbook. So when I'm doing this statement, at the end, if I'm getting a positive answer, it will be normal balance as per passbook. Because I started with normal balance as per cash book, my positive answer would be normal balance as per passbook. But if I get this number as a negative number, then my balance would be overdraft as per passbook. Okay, so I will do the working notes first. After my working notes, I have to find out which items to be added and which to be deducted. Once I know that, I only have to put them in the pro forma, and this is my pro forma. Okay, so in the pro forma, first I will write the balance given. So for me, balance as per cash book is given. Then I will write all items which are to be added in the inner column and I put the final amount in the outer column. So I did this. Two items had to be added. I added them and I put it in the outer column. Then I added these two items. I got my total as 17,800. Now I will take all transactions which are to be deducted in the inner column. I'll put their final total in the outer column and deduct this item from 17,800. I got my final balance. My final balance is a positive figure, so it is called as normal balance as per passbook. If I would have got a negative figure here, the answer would be overdraft balance as per passbook. And my problem is completed. So did you all understand or is there any confusion still? I am done with the question.